Now I'm gonna do a little painting for the next parts that come up. So I figured we just spend a little bit of time together and do that. All right, so this already painted. This is the front axle. This is already all painted, except for some of the spots where there might be glue going. All right, I'm gonna take our little detail paint brush here. Just gonna try to get, I'll see how this goes. I might switch to a toothpick and tell the difference. This side's mess, this side's decent. All right, that's all I wanted to do on that one. Just wanted to add that little more detail. I'll clean off our brush. I think we do have a decal to put on. Let's see if I'm going to show you this one or not. Oh, we can take this masking tape off from when we touched up the gas tank. So let's get our decal water. Let's get our decal paper towel. Let's get our trusty tweezers and our decal whatever you want to call it, a decal paper, I guess we'll call it. All right, so 17, 32, and 32. That's 17. Again, I cut quite a bit off on one end. Well, I leave quite a bit on, I should say, on one end. The other end, where it's going to come off, I try to keep pretty short. But these here, there we go. Got that one off. I'm going to clip this one on. And into the water it goes. Okay, this guy might be ready to slide off. Absorb some of the water off of it. I'm going to give it a little slide. See if it's ready to slide off. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. So what's the next step? We take our decal solution. A decal helper sticker. Okie dokie. Magic brush. All right, this one's gonna go. It's gonna go right inside the wheel well there. It's gonna go low. It's gonna go there. Right about there. And now, I'm gonna carefully slide it down. Again, that's TV in the background. Pay no mind what's going on back there. Get this lid on. There we go. Get it a little straight. I like those ones because those ones go on easy. I like easy. Not that I'm lazy. I'm just a little lazy. There we go. Okay. I'll be back when it's ready to stick. Okay, let's see if this is ready. Yep, we're good. It's gonna be a little tricky, just because of the position I cut it. Nobody's fault but mine. Whoops, look at me. See, I was silly. Dipped it in the water. Okay. It's gonna go right at the top right here. I think what I might do, I'm gonna slide it off. Sorry if you can't see. Now I need to see a little bit. Get it off. Let's just straighten it out. There we go. That's good. I do a little dippy-do in there. I'll brush that on. Nice. All right. This same sticker is going to go on that side. Well, not the same sticker because that one's stuck on. A sticker of similar stature. Let me see. Which way do I want to? All right. I'm going to put it on this way. All right, going to let this soak. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. Guess who's ready to come off? Because it's gone. It's right there. Never had this happen to me before. I'm going to leave it right there on the lip for now. While I brush this, if you notice it's a little wet. I need to put some more flat black on it. This is going to go right here, so that's of no, never mind. All right. Well, we got it. That worked out pretty darn well. All right. There we go. So we got that taken care of. I'm just gonna put that over there. Okay, we're gonna paint. We're gonna paint 3 more things, and then we'll take a break. All right, we got our sprue cutters. All right, so I'm just checking to see. I'll have to check on the chassis after to be exactly sure where the glue is going to go on this. I don't want to really assume where it's going to go. These things here. Okay. Okay. So, not going to paint too much underneath this side here. I'm going to paint mostly the sides and the top. And yeah, okay. All right. Again, I'm going to use the cap first. I don't know why I find that so necessary, but I do. That was it. Because the brush is pretty big, but a detail brush, it would have used it up right away. There we go. Again, I got the background noise. My wife is off to Bible study tonight. Actually, this weekend I'm going away with a bunch of guys from church. Going on a men's retreat. And do some fellowship and learning about the Lord and how we can be good ambassadors of His. I don't know if you're interested, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Everybody has sin in their life. No sin's greater than another, according to the Lord. There is only one sin that is an unforgivable sin, and that is the sin of not acknowledging Christ. But anyway, I think a lot of people don't like Christians get angry with it because they see others that just give so much hate to people. It's not our job to judge. I mean, God even says that in His Word, right? Well, you might not know, but I'm telling you, that's what it says. So, it actually says that as we judge others, thus we shall also be judged. So when we're harsh on somebody because of the life they live, or the language they use, or the struggles they might have, we're just going to be judged just as harsh if we do that. So, we're supposed to love people, and it's up to people to realize their own sin and try to make amends with the Lord for their sin, not to judge others, whether it's people who believe or people don't believe. God doesn't say love others unless, there's none of that. There's no love others unless. So yeah, I just want to say that, that's not a good representation of a believer, is when they hate people, when they talk bad about them, when they talk down to them. We're no better. We're no better. We have hope. Not only did Jesus die on the cross and bleed and die for our sins, if you ever want to see what Christ went through, and it's historical fact. This is historical fact. But you can watch Passion of the Christ and see what He went through. The denial comes of His raising again. And you could debate that, but 500 witnesses, over 500 witnesses that saw Him. So, I have a lot of faith that he came back and conquered death so that we might live. We will not experience everlasting death, but everlasting life. And we should want that for everybody. The magicians, Penn and Teller? Not, well, you can go online and on YouTube and look up Penn gets a Bible. He doesn't acknowledge Christ, doesn't acknowledge that he believes in him. He doesn't acknowledge any of that. But what he does say is if you do believe and truly believe, sorry about that, that if you do believe and truly believe, why wouldn't you tell somebody about it? He uses the analogy, if you saw somebody in the middle of the road and a truck was coming, would you not, if you believe that truck is going to hit that person, say it's a loved one, would you not do something to try to save them? Well, it's the same thing with Christians, believers of Christ. Is we should see people as a truck heading towards them, and have the desire to tell them about faith and in Christ. But unfortunately, too often, people, instead of saying Christ loves you, he just desires you to be with him. A lot of people just say, "You're a sinner. You're going to hell." But that's not the way. That is not the way. That's not the way God did it. That's not the way Jesus did it. Jesus talked to. Jesus sat and ate and healed and with people who are considered to be the lowest of the low. The woman at the well, look at her. She had been married, I think 5 times. She was living with a man, which in that day, well, it's still. I'm not going to say it's not a sin because it still is, but in that day, it was very much frowned upon. And nobody in the village even wanted anything to do with her. So she was getting her water during the day when everybody was off doing other things because they didn't want to be seen around her. So she had to do her duties after everybody had done theirs or before everybody had even. Anyway, did Jesus ignore her? No, he didn't. He went and he told her he offers her something more than water. More than he offers her the water of life. The leaders of the church actually hated him. Because he was mingling with the tax collectors. Tax collectors were hated because they were Jews that were hired by the Pharisees or the Romans to collect taxes from their own people. So they weren't very much liked by their own people. They were kind of like traitors, That makes sense. But that's who Jesus sat with. That's who he ate with, He said, "Come follow me." He didn't call the rich people. He called the fishermen. He struggled for their livelihood and their the ways to support their family. So yeah, don't hate on Christians. Christians aren't supposed to hate on you. Some people can be very unlovable, can't they? It's hard. Not always easy to love everybody, you know, but the thing is, before we just start judging people and thinking how bad they are or how terrible they are for the things they do or things they did, I mean, shouldn't we first consider where they come from, where they've been, what they've gone through? You know, some people have real hard struggles in their life. I know a lot of them not by any fault of their own, but because of what they went through, or have gone through, or are going through. So there. I just wanted to, I don't know. I just felt like sharing that. I hope if anything, it gave you a better understanding of what followers of God are about, or should be about. You know, shouldn't be getting arguments with people about this and that and the other thing. You just accept, well, you just love on people. Tell them about Jesus and that He loves them. And that's our purpose. That is our purpose. That is our, as they say, that is our Great Commission. The end of Matthew. The end of the book of Matthew. He gives us His Great Commission, which is just tell the world of Jesus and His love and what He did and how He was raised from the dead. That's what our job is. That is what He desires from us. Not to be, you're so bad. That's just being a hypocrite. And you do that, that's just being a hypocrite. Because though, you know, we do try to walk in the path of Christ, we do ourselves sin every single day. As much as we try to walk like Christ and be as upright as possible, we still sin every day. Okay, so I love you guys. I hope you love me. So let's continue with the model now. Let's get this cap off here. Let's see what we can grab onto. Maybe we can grab onto that there. I love that drying rack over there, you know. Helps a lot. All right. Going in. I don't know if you saw, I trimmed some of the flashing off that was there. Kind of like this. I'm an earth tone guy. Very much like earth tones. Grays and browns. That's all I know about earth tones. I'm guessing this gray is an earth tone. Maybe green. An earth tone. Dirt. All right. Touch up a little. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. We're all done doing painting. Now we gotta let it dry before we can do any more assembling. Thanks for watching. I hope you understand a little bit more about what I talked about, and hope you're enjoying this channel. And I do ask you to like, to subscribe, and please share. Your likes really help a lot. All right. Thank you, everybody. God bless, and we'll see you soon.